Hey guys, it's your girl Aubrey back with another Aubrey's Learning Corner. Woohoo! So we're once again in ecology, and today's topic is the biotic and abiotic. Let's start reading. Ecosystems, basic intricating ecological units. Okay, tongue twister starting straight up. Woo! Anyways, no biotic community exists apart from its physical or abiotic environment. Each community depends on sunlight to provide energy, soil, minerals, water, and atmospheric gases, and each is influenced by all the physical and chemical forces that characterize the area in which it is found. The living portion of an ecological community and its virtually inseparable abiotic environment together form an ecosystem, the fundamental unit of study for the ecologist. Ecosystems, like the communities within them, can be simple or complex. However, even the simplest often reveals complexities that require detailed study. Components of ecosystems. Any ecosystem has three components. Energy, usually derived from sunlight, but rarely and in small quantities derived from other sources. This energy then moves through the ecosystem, going along pathways known as food chains. Abiotic factors, including water, soil minerals, and atmospheric gases. The abiotic environment is made up of many objects and forces that influence one another and influence the surrounding community of living things. Biotic factors, including producer organisms, consumer organisms, and reducer organisms. An organism's survival and well-being depend largely on getting the food it requires and on associations with other living things. The nutrients required by all forms of life circulate continually between abiotic and biotic factors. Both energy and nutrients are the vital components sustaining all living organisms and all ecosystems. Herds on the savanna depend on the seasonal appearance of vast quantities of water, an abiotic factor, to stimulate the growth of plant life, which absorbs energy from the sun. Producer organisms, usually green plants, are capable of capturing sunlight energy through the process of photosynthesis. They utilize the energy to construct the organic chemical compounds that form the plant body, or they store the energy in energy bonds and link the various atoms or molecules in these organic compounds. Consumer organisms include some plants and all animals in the community. Consumers do not obtain their energy directly but acquire it secondhand from the sunlight energy originally stored in green plants. All animals are completely dependent on the producers for energy and for the chemicals they require for nutrition. Consumers are subdivided into two categories: primary consumers, or herbivores, which feed directly on plants, and secondary consumers, or carnivores, which feed mainly on other animals and thus receive their energy or food chemicals after they have been processed through two other kinds of organisms. Reducer organisms are mainly bacteria and fungi that decay and decompose through the bodies of dead plants and animals. These organisms feed on the complex chemical compounds of the dead organisms and in turn release simple compounds. Through this process, mineral materials that can be picked up and used once more by the roots of growing plants are eventually returned to the soil or water. Without such organisms, an entire community would stagnate, choked by its own debris, and the fertility of the soil would be drained and never restored. Alright. That's all I've got for today, but you guys, never ever forget. It's cool to be a nerd. Nerds are smart. They learn so much just like you and I do on Aubrey's Learning Corner. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!